Hi everyone, and welcome to another edition of Let's Get to Know You. On today's talk show, we have a special guest of honor. Her name is Frau Vera Sompon. She is the Geschäftsführer, the Geschäftsleitung, that is the managing director of sompson-socialservice. She will be talking about Pan-African Festival, PANAFEST, and I would like her to introduce herself to us, to tell us more about herself and to tell us more about her organization in Baden-Württemberg. Frau Sompon, please, you have the floor. Tell us more about you. Let's get to know you.
Thank you very much, Oga Boss or the Lady Boss. Thank you so much for the great work you're doing. My name is Vera Sompon, and I am the CEO and founder of the Sompon Social Services in Baden-Württemberg, and we offer social work and social pedagogical work for families, and we offer possibilities for young people to volunteer in the area of development. So if you're a young person listening to me now, you have the possibility to spend a year in Cameroon or in an African country, and you do not have to spend any kobo. So the German government has put that in your disposition, and it is your right to experience 1 year free. So such offers we have. We also have the migration counseling. We counsel people with migration heritage and from the age of 27 and above in the diverse way, so that they can also get properly integrated in their new found home. So we look for them jobs. We train men and women and empower them to get into the job market. That's very important for us. And lately, we have a contract with the Baden-Württemberg government to empower, to support, to train, and to sensibilize women and girls that survivors of circumcision, and we also train personnel in that area so that they know how to work and deal with the survivors. And of course, apart from the social work we do young youth work. Youth work means that we organize young people to take active part and participate in local policies, in activities for their well-being, and that includes also holiday programs, so that they can also have the possibility to relax, to chill, and usually at the costly price, so to say, so that the parent will not have to dig very deep into their pocket. But we're not talking about Sompon Social Services alone today. We want to dive into the PANAFEST, which is the Pan-African Festival coming up next week, which is the 25th of May. And I'm very excited to give you more information about this Pan-African Festival that will take place in Esslingen on the 25th of May, celebrating men and women doing amazingly great works to push forward the Agenda 2063, that the Africa we want, your Africa that you're dreaming of, the Africa you deserve. These women, these men have done amazing work in diverse fields, and these people we want to honor on the 21st. So we implore you to be part of it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Frau Sompon. She has given a brief introduction into what the Sompon Social Services do in the migration area and the job search, and in what she has given this deep information about. Now we're moving on to the main topic of today, which is PANAFEST. So please tell us, what is PANAFEST and what are the events that are going to take place in PANAFEST? But before you start, if you're joining us from any part of Germany or any part of the world, please let us know in the comment section where you're joining us from. And if you have questions, you can drop them down also. Write your questions down. It could be in English or in German. We'll take both languages because we can communicate in both languages.
Mm-hmm.
So make sure you drop your questions about the PANAFEST, or if you have other questions that relate to what they offer in Sompon Social Services. So please, Frau, please tell us more about the PANAFEST happening in Baden-Württemberg, Esslingen.
Thank you very much again for this opportunity. The PANAFEST is a brief Pan-African Festival. We have always celebrated the Africa Festival and the Africa Day in Esslingen before the COVID-19 came up. So we stopped doing the offline version of the festival and the Africa Day we usually celebrated. And this year we want to take it over from where we stopped in 2019. And the Pan-African Festival is an ideology of the Kwame Nkrumah, saying that the one Africa, the one person that succeeds without the other person, it's altogether no success. And therefore we do not want to only celebrate one person's success. We want to celebrate a whole lot of people that are doing amazing work for the continent and with the people in the continent. And the PANAFEST is going to unite, bring together these different people and people in the field of agri, in the field of agriculture, in the field of business, in the field of theater, comedy, entertainment, in the field politics. They come together and we want to honor them for the wonderful work they are doing. So and they have been nominated by diverse people, and these people we will honor them on that day. Some of them do not know if they are already the winners or not, but we want to give them that title of the Africa We Want ambassador, and we're working in collaboration with the African Union. They are our strategic partners so that we can honor these people, and together we want to create this network that will be able to domesticate and popularize the Agenda 2063. And apart from this, honoring these great men and women doing amazing work in the diaspora, in the community, we also have conversations that are based on solidarity. We want to see how important solidarity is to achieve this Africa that we want. Apart from solidarity, we're also going to be talking about sustainable development goals. How sustainable is the Agenda 2063, and how sustainable are the activities we are doing so that we can be able to achieve a prosperous Africa by the time 2063. And apart from that, we're going to have also men who will teach us how to go about the finance. At the end of the day, we realize that everything centers around the finance, right? So we are going to have people who are going to teach us how to overcome poverty, especially as we're getting old in the diaspora. And then also we want to do great things in Africa. So how can we be able to manage the resources, the financial resources we have, so that at the old age we still are able to do amazing things? Remember that the money you earn now while you are very active, when you get to retirement or to pension, you will not even have half of that, which makes it very tricky and difficult to live. And so basically we conclude that if we are going to not have passive income coming in or money coming in from other sources, then we may live a life of misery at our old age. And therefore we will have speakers who will teach us about that. But apart from teaching, lectures and conversations, we also have music. We're going to be having music from diverse sources. Our friends and sisters who contribute mightily to support us, the African Women Dance, are going to be there. We have young people who want to have dedicated their time to sing for us on that day. We have drummers from the different parts of the African country. And then we have musicians like Agnes Foolish, who's also going to be there to support us with their music. And a part of music, of course, food should not be missing in an event like this one. So you want to join us also in the time of food, so we get to know one another, network with one another, and inspire one another. The purpose for the Pan-African Fest is not just to come to learn and hear the discussions of others. It is to bring together all these people, network with them. And the 20 people that we are honoring this year, these are the 20 people we are going to be working with hand in hand with the Africa Union, so that we can together build the Africa that we want. And of course, you do not want to miss the excited people that are going to be joining this conversation, and also those that are having they will be honored, or those that will be honored this year. So that's why we want to invite you to be part of this conversation. And a part of being part of the conversation, be the conversation also yourself. Because at the end of the day, the Africa that we want, or the success we are all desiring, starts not only from one person, it's a collective one. And we want to build a collective success. Gone are the days that we want to succeed alone. So we want to have a collective success. That's why I'm inviting you personally, you who is listening to me, and you're around Esslingen, Göppingen, Baden-Württemberg. Do not miss this privilege. Do not miss this opportunity. Be the one to support us so that we can together build that Africa that we want. Thank you very much for joining us on that day.
Thank you so much, Frau Sompon. And if you would like to participate in this PANAFEST, Pan-African Festival, here below is the link where you can just scan the code and it takes you directly to the registration page on the Sompon Social Services website. There you can put in your details and register for this event so that they know who is coming and what you would need for them to prepare for you as a guest there. And there's exciting things that you have said so far. There is networking, there is lectures, there is going to be fun part of it, the music, the dancing. This is why it's always good to link up with people all over the world and all over Germany to present yourself, because if you don't take part, or if you don't network with other connections to talk about yourself, to talk about what you do, nobody knows about you. And this is why we have this Let's Get to Know You talk show. It is a platform where you come tell us about you, tell us about what you are doing, so that we can promote each other. Yes.
Ogalady, not to cut you short, this is really going to be an opportunity, because I know many people are asking me, how did you do what you do? And I want to also become a social worker. I want to do what you're doing. This is really the platform where you can actually break through every hurdles, every barriers, and have this conversation. So it's going to really be a platform for those who want to know how to become social workers, build their own social work empire. This is really a platform. So there will be that possibility to have this exchange. And before I forget, mothers with children, please do not withhold your children at home. We have a children program also organized. So come with your children and feel free. Don't bother about who is going to, how the children are going to be taken care of. We thought about this because we know it's a Thursday and some children may be going to kindergarten, and some mothers will be worried, what do I do? Hey, you don't have to bother. We're going to care for the children while you enjoy the program, interact with one another, and be part of the success story. And I think that many mothers are ready to also want to learn to become also entrepreneurs and also become their very boss, like the Ogalady.
And one more thing I need to highlight here is we now have the 49 euros ticket. So if you need to take this opportunity to move to another area in Germany, get to see how Esslingen looks like, or Baden-Württemberg. Take a walk around the area. I'm sure they would also have a timeline within this program, because it starts on the 23rd to the 25th. Please, Frau Sompon, do you have availability for the hotel and accommodation? Any
Sure. We have partners, and apart from that, I tell people, if you are, let's say if you are from Nordrhein-Westfalen, let's take an example, Nordrhein-Westfalen, it is 4 hours to get to Esslingen, and therefore you can get up early in the morning and then come, so you don't have to spend extra costs for hotel bills and all that, especially with the Baden-Württemberg ticket. I travel always to go to Berlin, and I always don't want to sleep in a hotel, because it's also extreme cost, no? So, but of course, we have also partners with hotels. There are close hotels around. There are also motels that everyone can even check on the internet and get them. But if those who are coming from far really need one, they can get in touch with us, and we're going to look for one for them. And you said it correctly. The 49 euros ticket is really a blessing. It's a one-day program. It starts from 10 o'clock in the morning, and it finishes at 9 p.m. and giving space really for interactions and conversations, and really just feeling the spirit of Kwame Nkrumah, the spirit of our ancestors, the spirit of those who had fought for us, so that we can be able to unite together and discuss about the development of our
And
continent.
is this going to be on the 25th of May, or is this?
Yes, this is on the PANAFEST is on the 25th of May. So we are celebrating the African Day.
So celebration
worldwide
on the 25th of May.
Yes. Worldwide, we celebrate the African Day worldwide on the 25th of May. So that's why we're using this platform also to celebrate the African culture, the African people, the African beings. That's a day that everyone should celebrate. And that's why we invite everyone to join the celebration and celebrate one another, especially those 20 people we want to honor on that day, so they can carry the flag of the Africa we want. The one next year is coming up, and we have to domesticate this agenda. It is our agenda, and it's the spirit of Kwame Nkrumah flows in the agenda. And for those who do not know Kwame Nkrumah, just research about him. Then you will understand why we want a Pan-African conference.
That's beautiful. If it is okay with you, can you share with us some of your guest speakers for this program, so that we have insight of who your guests?
Sure, we are having His Excellency Salah, who is also directly from the Ethiopia. He's going to be coming from the African Union. He's going to be speaking exactly on the program, The Africa We Want, and he will be there to celebrate the people also getting the award if all things work well. So we're saying all things working well, meaning that if he is not sick, so we are already hoping and we are knowing he's coming. And apart from him, we are also having people like Sivi Nancha, who is also going to be talking on the conversation of how racism also dismantle sustainable development. We're going to be having people like Farina, who is from the Afro Kids, and she's going to be talking about solidarity as instrument for sustainable development. And then we're going to be having Oliver Stede. It's Vermögensberater, and he's going to be telling us more on how we can fight against poverty, especially old age poverty. So these are the few people. We have musicians also like Agnes Frolish, who is a community leader amongst us. She will be there, and we don't want to disclose the people that are going to be having the award already now, because it should be a surprise for them. But we have 20 people from the community, amazing men and women that the community also know, and the community nominated them, who will be having this award. So most of the informations are on our platforms, and you get also the names of the speakers. I just want to encourage everyone to join the conversation and be part of it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Frau Sompon. And please do not forget to just scan the QR code on the screen, and I'm also going to put the link to the website where you can make your registration for this program available. And please also check out our YouTube channel, because we're also going to put that out as well, all this information, so that you can get direct access to this event and make your registration known to these services. Thank you. I want to say thank you so much, Frau Sompon, for the time. You're a very busy lady, and for all the good works that you're doing in the community in Baden-Württemberg. Hopefully one of these days we get to see each other one-on-one.
Sure, I am expecting you.
And I
Mhm.
wish to be there. And if
Mhm.
I'm going to make it, I'm going to also give you a call and let you know how it goes. And I wish you a lovely festival on the
Sure.
23rd to 25th of May. And at this note, we say thank you everyone for joining in. If you still have questions, you can send us your questions. You can actually go directly to the website and ask your questions if you have any, and their details are also on their website. Or you can actually you can also send me an email or send us a message on WhatsApp, our business WhatsApp on the screen, and we can also give you more information that you would require. I want to say thank you all for coming. Do you have a last word, Frau Sompon, for our?
Sure. I want to appreciate you first, Ogalady, for the amazing job you're doing. And of course, I also want to appreciate all those taking the time and to listen to us. And I want to appreciate those that are already planning to come for this event. Please make it a date, and if you come along with your own programs, come along with your own flyers. Don't just come for the event. Come if you want to join the conversation. Bring your roll-ups, bring your flyers, so that you can also have a corner where you can also really network. For those who have businesses, bring your cart along so that we get to network and then get to support one another. This is the reason for this event, right? So please push the link to your friends, invite your friends. Do not take this program as a program organized by Sompon Social Services. Let this program be your program, because the success of one is nothing without the success of the other. So we want a collective success, and it doesn't matter from what part of the world, it should be a collective success. Thank you very much for hosting me.
Thank you so much. Someone says when. It's going to be on May 25th.
Yes, on the 25th of May in Esslingen, Osterfeld, Halle, and to get there is very easy from any part of the world.
And we have 49 euros tickets.
Oh yes, you have to remind them again.
So no one tells them, oh, too far, I can't get there. You can get there. You just need to plan for it. And you're welcome to come along with your kids, because there are also kids sections and kids activities that will still take place as well.
Exactly.
So thank you all, and the video we keep playing on our YouTube channel. Please go to our YouTube.
Thank you.
And this is the QR code to attend the program for the registration. If you have more questions, keep them coming. We'll keep answering them as much as possible before the event. Thank you all. I want to say thank you for your time, and we will see you, Frau Sompon, and your other members and team at the PANAFEST 2023 Germany, Esslingen, Baden-Württemberg.
Thank you so much. God bless you. Until then, take care of yourself. Bye-bye.